157 pounds. Meet a couple of unranked wrestlers. This is Randall Languis.
Randall Languis, wrestling for Ohio State.
Redshirt junior from Ohio State, out of Dublin, Ohio. Taking on Dryden Dennis. An undersized sophomore out of Clearwater, Florida. A lot is said about team depth and having wrestlers to plug in when you have injuries. Justin DeAngelis, the current starter for Oklahoma 157, out with some nasal surgery. Mark Cody having to call on Dryden Dennis to see action here. Again, dual meets, there's so much made about the matchups between the highly ranked guys, but oftentimes close dual meets are decided in matches like this one between two guys who aren't nationally ranked, and their match just as important as that of the national champion you may have in your lineup. And Languis gets two. So he was behind the shoulders, underneath the arms, and kept that 1 foot in the cylinder. You see that rule prominently on display there in that sequence. So Languis will take a 2-0 lead here about midway through the first period at 157. Dennis up to his feet and runs straight out of bounds, trying to get away from the Ohio State Buckeye. 14-14 score lead here. This is the third place duel between the 13th ranked Buckeyes of Ohio State and the 11th ranked Sooners of Oklahoma. Languis trying a little 2-on-1 roll through tilt. Fairfax roll, hazard tilt, Mason tilt, whatever you want to call it. Riding time approaching a minute for Languis. We're under a minute to go here in the first period. Languis still riding with that leg in. Pretty much hand fighting with Dennis this entire minute and a half he's been in control. And up on short time. And that's how the first period will end. 2-0 lead for Languis in riding time. Dennis has choice, looks over, says I'm going to defer. Languis going to start in the down position. And quickly turning and facing, 7 seconds into the period, is Languis, so now he'll get the 1-point escape. A 3-0 lead. Wrestlers on their feet, and Languis trying to push the action toward the edge. Dennis really hasn't posed much of an offensive threat.
Team score, Minnesota 11.
Kind of flailing at a sweep there. More or less a fake. .13 to go in a rather uneventful second period. Here at 157 pounds. Third place bout at the EAS Sports Nutrition NWCA Division I National Duals here in Columbus, Ohio at St. John Arena. Presented by Hibiclens and the United States Marine Corps in honor of Cliff King. And Dennis has choice the third, and he's going to start neutral, trailing 3-0. Essentially 4-0 as the riding time up over a minute and a half for Languis. Languis in on a sweep. Dennis whizzing in, trying to skip out now and trying to mule kick out. Languis still does not have the takedown. He's only got one leg. Dennis posting on the wrist, trying to prevent Languis from coming out and reaching for the far leg. And now Languis reaches the far leg, grabs it, keeps his foot in bounds, and gets control and the takedown. So now 5-0 the score. 1:20 to go. Trying to work inside control. Still riding parallel, now off out to the leg to the side. And he's just going to let Dennis up and out. Does Languis. Now 5-1, minute to go.
Next up on the mat, number 1, All-American, nationally ranked 5th. Dylan Ness from Minnesota. 9th ranked, Brian Robuto for Cornell.
Dennis trying to shoot Languis off the mat. Languis circles back in. 30 seconds to go. And we'll get a fresh start. Dennis listed as a 141-pounder in the Oklahoma Sooner lineup. But looks a little bigger than that. He's wrestling 57. Chances are he weighed in just over 149. 10 seconds remain. Half shot attempt by Languis. And that'll do it. Add a point for riding time. It'll be a 6-1 decision at 157 pounds for Randall Languis of Ohio State. Team score now 17-4 in favor of the Buckeyes.